I embrace the flow of change and take proactive steps to prepare for every new chapter in my life. I release fear and step confidently into the unknown, knowing that every change brings new opportunities for growth. I live fully in the present, using every moment to align with my purpose and prepare for the future with clarity and strength. Change is inevitable, and it is something that shapes every part of our lives. It could be something as small as a change in routine or as significant as a complete transformation in the way we see ourselves and the world around us. While some changes come gradually and others come suddenly, they all have one thing in common: they are unavoidable. Life is not static, and neither are we. In each moment, things are shifting. Even if we try to resist, we're still moving along with the current. The sooner we accept that change is part of the natural flow of life, the more empowered we become to face it, guide it, and even benefit from it. Many people often resist change because it brings discomfort. It pushes us out of familiar territory, forcing us to adapt and adjust. This discomfort is where growth happens, though. By acknowledging that change will come, we open ourselves to the opportunity for transformation rather than fear. The real question is not whether change will come but how we will respond to it. Will we fight it, or will we face it with the awareness that change, even when difficult, holds the potential for a new chapter in our lives? It is in this realization that we begin to see change not as a threat but as a force of nature that carries us toward the next stage of our personal growth. Understanding this can shift our perspective and help us welcome whatever lies ahead with readiness. The act of embracing change is not about blindly accepting whatever comes our way but about becoming adaptable, recognizing the power we hold in how we respond to life's transitions. Change becomes less daunting when we realize that we have the ability to shape how it affects us. The truth is, resisting change only leads to stagnation. If we hold onto old ways and outdated beliefs, we end up limiting ourselves. Our world is constantly evolving, and in order to thrive, we must evolve with it. Refusing to grow with the times can leave us feeling stuck and disconnected from the very energy that drives progress. When we accept that change is an integral part of life, we begin to understand the importance of staying fluid, adaptable, and open to the unknown. Life doesn't wait for us to catch up, it moves forward regardless of our comfort level. By staying stuck in our current state, we prevent ourselves from experiencing the opportunities that come with change. The ability to move with the flow of life gives us the resilience needed to thrive, no matter what challenges or transitions arise. The people who are most successful in adapting to change are those who approach each new chapter with a sense of curiosity and openness rather than fear and resistance. It is this mindset that allows them to see challenges not as obstacles but as stepping stones to something greater. Being open to change does not mean we have to abandon everything we know and love. It simply means we are willing to grow and adapt while retaining our core values. The key is balance. We should be flexible enough to adjust when necessary but grounded enough to remain true to ourselves throughout the process. When we embrace change, we stop seeing it as something to fear and start recognizing it as an opportunity for self-improvement. Life becomes an ongoing journey of evolution, where we are constantly improving and growing toward the best version of ourselves. This acceptance of change allows us to live a more fulfilled and meaningful life, one that is rich with experiences that shape who we are becoming. Letting go is one of the most crucial steps in preparing for change. It is a process that requires both courage and understanding. The act of holding on to past experiences, old habits, or even outdated beliefs can weigh us down and prevent us from moving forward. Letting go allows us to create space for new opportunities and experiences. It frees us from the burden of past attachments, giving us the mental and emotional clarity to make better decisions in the present moment. When we hold on too tightly to what no longer serves us, we are not only restricting our growth, but also blocking the flow of new energy that could bring positive change into our lives. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or dismissing our past experiences. Instead, it's about accepting them, learning from them, and then releasing the emotional hold they have on us. Whether it's past mistakes, failed relationships, or old beliefs that no longer align with who we are, letting go is about making peace with the past and no longer allowing it to dictate our future. This shift in mindset opens us up to a more balanced and fulfilled life. We stop living in the shadows of what was and begin to move forward with an open heart, ready for the possibilities that lie ahead. The process of letting go doesn't happen overnight, but with conscious effort. We can gradually begin to release the things that hinder our progress, allowing us to move forward with greater freedom and purpose. Time is the one resource that is always in limited supply, and it moves forward whether we are ready or not. We may think we have all the time in the world to make the changes we want, but the reality is, time does not wait. Every moment that passes is one we can never get back. Recognizing this truth is essential in preparing ourselves for the inevitable transitions that life brings. Procrastination and delay only add to the pressure, and before we know it, time slips away unnoticed. By acknowledging the urgency of time, we can begin to take more purposeful actions toward the changes we wish to see in our lives. The key to making the most of our time is to act now, not later. The longer we wait, the harder it becomes to make the necessary changes. Preparing for the end, or for any significant shift in life, requires taking advantage of the time we have today. We must stop putting things off, stop waiting for the right moment that may never come, and start living with intention. Recognizing that time is finite compels us to prioritize what truly matters and let go of distractions that do not contribute to our personal growth. By acting with purpose and urgency, we give ourselves the chance to achieve our goals and embrace new possibilities before time runs out. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools available to us in times of change. It allows us to stay grounded in the present moment and remain aware of our thoughts and actions. When facing a new transition or preparing for a significant shift, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the unknown or the speed at which things are moving. Mindfulness offers a way to slow down and focus on what truly matters. It gives us the clarity to make thoughtful decisions and stay calm amid uncertainty. By practicing mindfulness, we become more in tune with ourselves and our environment, enabling us to respond to life's changes in a measured and composed way. The key to effective mindfulness is learning to fully experience the present moment without judgment. When we allow ourselves to be fully present, we are not distracted by the past or worried about the future. This focus enables us to address challenges more effectively, as we are not clouded by distractions or emotional baggage. In times of change, mindfulness helps us approach each moment with intention and awareness, making us better equipped to handle whatever arises. It is a practice that, over time, strengthens our ability to adapt, manage stress, and remain calm when facing uncertainty. By integrating mindfulness into our daily routine, we develop a tool that will serve us throughout any transition, keeping us centered and focused as we move forward. Resilience is essential when preparing for change, particularly in a world that is constantly evolving. Life presents challenges, and change can often feel like an obstacle. However, resilience allows us to face adversity without being broken by it. Building resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about learning to navigate through difficult times with strength and determination. It is a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. By cultivating resilience, we prepare ourselves to face whatever challenges come our way, knowing that we are capable of overcoming them. The process of building resilience involves shifting how we view difficulties. Rather than seeing them as something to fear, we learn to see them as a natural part of the process. Resilience is developed through our response to challenges, and the more we face and overcome, the stronger we become. This doesn't mean that we don't experience discomfort or difficulty, it simply means we choose to persevere and learn from the experience. By adopting a mindset of resilience, we ensure that we are not derailed by setbacks but are instead empowered by our ability to rise above them. Each experience of overcoming adversity builds upon the last, making us stronger, more adaptable, and better prepared for whatever lies ahead. Resilience is a vital asset as we prepare for life's inevitable changes and the challenges that may come with them. Purpose plays a vital role in preparing for change and navigating through life's transitions. When we have a clear sense of purpose, we have a guiding force that drives us forward, even during challenging times. It gives meaning to our actions and decisions, allowing us to align our efforts with our long-term goals. Purpose acts as a compass, helping us stay on course when things become uncertain or overwhelming. Without purpose, life can feel directionless, and changes may seem more like obstacles than opportunities. By identifying and pursuing a meaningful purpose, we give ourselves a reason to push through the difficulties that come with change. When we are clear about our purpose, every change we face is seen through the lens of growth and progress. Rather than feeling lost or confused, we understand that each transition is part of a larger plan. Purpose allows us to adapt to new circumstances with focus and intention. It gives us the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. The pursuit of purpose keeps us grounded and connected to what truly matters, providing motivation and clarity in moments of uncertainty. Recognizing the significance of purpose helps us stay committed, not only to our own growth but also to the greater meaning we wish to bring into the world. It enables us to approach change with confidence, knowing that we are working towards something meaningful. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to personal growth and transformation, especially when faced with change. It often prevents us from taking the necessary steps forward, making us hold on to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves us. Fear can stop us from making decisions, trying new things, or even acknowledging that change is happening. In preparing for change, we must confront and release the fear that holds us back. The key is understanding that fear is often rooted in uncertainty, and it is this uncertainty that we must learn to accept. Once we can face our fears and allow ourselves to step into the unknown, we gain the freedom to move forward. Releasing fear does not mean ignoring it or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, it is about acknowledging the fear and choosing not to let it control us. Fear is a natural response to change, but it does not need to define our actions. By changing our mindset and reframing our thoughts, we can break free from fear's grip. The more we practice confronting fear and taking action despite it, the less power it holds over us. Letting go of fear allows us to move through life's changes with greater ease, knowing that we have the strength and capability to handle whatever comes our way. This shift in mindset gives us the confidence to take risks and face challenges without being paralyzed by fear. In the process, we learn that fear is not something to avoid but something to overcome on the path to growth and transformation. Change often brings with it a sense of the unknown, which can be unsettling. The uncertainty of what lies ahead may cause hesitation, but it is essential to understand that the unknown is a natural part of every transition. Life does not always provide clear answers, and it is the unknown that often holds the most potential for growth. By learning to embrace the unknown, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. The unknown isn't something to fear but rather an opportunity to explore, learn, and evolve. It is in the uncertain moments that we discover new strengths and talents within ourselves that we may never have known existed. Rather than resisting the unknown, we can shift our perspective to view it as an opportunity for expansion. The unknown holds the promise of new experiences, fresh insights, and unexplored paths. The key is to remain open-minded and flexible, ready to adapt to whatever comes our way. By facing the unknown with a sense of curiosity, we take control of our response to change. We may not have all the answers, but we can trust in our ability to navigate whatever the future holds. This mindset shift transforms the unknown from a source of fear into a source of empowerment, allowing us to move through changes with confidence and resilience. Preparing for the end does not mean focusing solely on its arrival but rather on how we choose to live in the moments leading up to it. The end of a chapter, whether it is the end of a phase of life or a significant change, is an inevitable part of our journey. However, it is how we live today that truly shapes what lies ahead. By letting go of the past, releasing fear, and accepting the changes that come our way, we prepare ourselves not just for the end but for a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Life is short, and the time we have is precious. We must use it wisely, living in alignment with our purpose and embracing change as a tool for growth. Ultimately, the key to preparing for the end is to live fully in the present. By accepting that change is inevitable and using the tools of mindfulness, resilience, and purpose, we can approach life's transitions with strength and clarity. Rather than fearing the end, we should focus on how we can live authentically in each moment. In doing so, we not only prepare for the inevitable shifts in life but also create a legacy of fulfillment and meaning.